Hey, what's up guys? This is Carl from lightnomad.com, and this is my personal blog, and this is the very first in a series of videos I'm going to make. And essentially this is going to be a reality show about me. So you get to follow me, well, the highlights at least, of my daily life, but particularly focused on what's really important to me, and what I kind of feel is important for other people to kind of see. There's essentially two main areas where I will place my focus on. The first one is I've kind of realized there's a lot more to the five senses. So I've been looking into kind of out-of-body experiences, alternate forms of consciousness. I just came back from the Monroe Institute. You can find the website at monroeinstitute.org, and I attended a 6-day workshop called the Gateway Voyage, and basically it kind of stunned me in a way that made me confident in the idea that there is a lot more to it, to reality, than what I've been led to believe. So that's really exciting for me. So you might see me, meditating, recording my dreams, trying to become lucid, and eventually maybe practicing techniques that will lead me to an out-of-body experience. The other main focus is more of a practical one, much more in tie with the physical world, I suppose. I'm personally gonna go into an exploration into alternative solutions to kind of humanity's problems. Like everybody knows, the world is a kind of a crazy place. There's a lot of starvation, hunger, food problems. For example, you hear about companies like Monsanto and their GMO crops and their pesticides and chemicals, and it's basically producing, very, very low quality food for the world, and also enslaving a lot of third world countries. So you'll see me basically trying to find solutions to all this, and one of the things I'm going to go to is a permaculture course next month, and I'll try to kind of video it as much as I possibly can, and let you kind of see an inside view, hopefully to inspire other people like yourself to either look into it or maybe even start taking action yourself. Other things is I want to highlight basically news stories that kind of happen day to day. 2010, I believe, is going to go down in the history books on many levels, and mainly economical. The economy, the stock market is up, and people think it's the recession's over, but it's that the idea is completely ridiculous. The underlying problems are still there. Obama and his team of bankers have only made things worse by printing money and bailing out the bankers in a very temporary short-term way, and it's going to come and haunt us probably in 2010. And I said it was going to happen by late 2009, but they've done a really good job of delaying it so far. But I don't see how really they can push it any farther. So that's the kind of example of what you might see a lot of this year. Other than that, and one more thing, I'm going to try to make this as positive as possible, because it's easy to get down on yourself listening to all these dark things, but out of darkness there's a lot of good things that can happen, right? If you look at every other Great Depression or recession, all the new ideas, that's where they come, right? Because people are basically forced to change. So whether that's a good or bad thing, I don't know, but definitely expect change. One of the guys that's kind of been in my head the last few days is David Wilcock, and my friend who runs truthunion.com sent me this, and I was astounded because I'm getting into kind of out of body, and I've kind of been in the alternative media world for a little while. I'm trying to understand what our true history is and all that stuff, what the true nature of reality is, and all these things. And I was just astounded when I saw a video of his, because it kind of wrapped everything together. I mean, it was just kind of his kind of model of the world, just tied everything I thought kind of was interesting, kind of things that kind of I thought was important. So I believe that this guy obviously knows something, and I'm just starting to explore his stuff, but I just want to kind of mention his name, so if you have some time you can look into him yourself. But let me just show you his website real quick. So here's his website, divinecosmos.com. So I highly recommend going there, checking his videos out. I'll be making more commentary as I watch some more of his stuff, but here you go. Just check it out. My dog Prince is a little sick today. He's been throwing up all morning, so I'm going to give him a little bit of comfort, sunshine, see if I can lighten up his spirits. I read an article yesterday about the effects of sitting down or sitting still for too long, and if you imagine, most people in this modern age sit down for very, very, very long periods of time. So they basically found that adverse effects start happening, I think, 3 to 4 hours into sitting. So I think, most of these scientific studies don't really get to me that much, but I realize this one really does, because it makes sense to me very intuitively. I don't think we're really meant to sit down for such a long period. So even if you're super healthy, I think you should still get up and move. So I am now walking around. I think my goal would be every at least 2 hours I should get up and move around, get some sun, and just let my body know that I'm still alive. So, Cezanne, what do you think about 2010? You think it's gonna be a good year? Hey, Cezanne. Hey, Cezanne, talk to me. No one talk. All right. Hey guys, I got some new stuff today. These are merino wool, well, they call it new wool socks, and they are designed for the outdoors, and they have the legendary 5 fingers thing to them. They're this forest green color. I also got these new pants. They are Mountain Hardwear pants. My old ones were a bit, took some abuse, so I had to get new ones, but I really like them. Good fit, good pockets. The side pocket's a little bit too small, but that's alright, I can live with that. And let's see what else I got. And here, my favorite thing, the new Vibrant 5 Fingers KSO Treks. Aren't these amazing? Now, the kind of vegan, part of me is kind of cringes because it's made out of kangaroo leather. But I've read some reviews on these, and they're so much better in terms of smell that I had to go ahead and get them. So, my deepest respect to you and kangaroos out there. I hope they treated you well. If they didn't, I'll try to make it up for you somehow. So I'm about to try them on. Give me a sec here. I've got my new KSO Treks. They're the brown color, and the biggest difference is when I first put them on, they are a bit tighter, so I have to really squeeze my feet in, but I'm sure they will expand. The great thing about these is that, like I said, the leather, it doesn't let as much water in there. Despite, I'll say it again, I don't like the fact that it's kangaroo, but the benefits are they won't smell as much, and water won't come in like the regular KSOs. And if you look at the bottom, they've got a lot more grip, so this is fantastic for outdoor stuff. So I'm very excited to have these. There you go. These are the Vibrant 5 Fingers KSO Trek. They just came out recently. Alright. So this concludes the first day of my video experiment, I suppose I should call it. And I just want to make some closing remarks. The videos, I imagine they're going to get better day by day as the more I make them. And maybe I'll get more comfortable in front of this little flip camera. But just kind of some of the thoughts I've been having. And what else? That's all I can really think of. If you're out there, if you have any comments, feedback, anything, let me know. Other than that, see you tomorrow.